Welcome back. Today we explore renowned photos of Civil War locations, comparing their historical past to present day. Confederate General Stonewall Jackson was fatally wounded by friendly fire during his greatest victory at Chancellorsville on May 2, 1863. This April 1866 photograph marks the spot where Jackson fell captured by George Oscar Brown during a U.S. Army medical expedition, a critical moment in the war's history. Union General John Sedgwick established his winter headquarters at Farley, the plantation house of Dr. William Welford, in Fredericksburg during 1863 to 1864. Photographed by Matthew Brady with his staff, the mansion remains privately owned today. Dunker Church served as a central location in the Battle of Antietam, the deadliest single day in American history. Although demolished in 1921, it was rebuilt in 1962 and continues as a primary monument for battlefield tourists. Union cavalry traversed Sudley Springs Ford throughout the First Battle of Bull Run in 1861. This calm waterway conceals its brutal history, presently a peaceful historical location that witnessed the Civil War's initial significant engagement. Union troops pose outside Price Birch and Company, formerly an infamous slave trading business in Alexandria, Virginia. Although the initial signage has vanished, the structure currently displays a commemorative marker, noting its grim position in history. In May 1862, the Union's Army of the Potomac assembled at Cumberland Landing for their Peninsula campaign toward Richmond. This initial Civil War photograph documents the preparation area for the assault. Under the Brompton Oak, injured troops received medical care following the Spotsylvania Battle in May 1864, with more than 50,000 amputations throughout the conflict. This location reveals the brutal truth of Civil War health care. This 1863 photograph displays Devil's Den, a site of savage fighting at Gettysburg. Deceased troops scattered the region, documented in somber pictures by battle photographers. Presently, it's a tranquil spot, frequented by those contemplating the conflict. Constructed 10 years prior to the Battle of Gettysburg, Evergreen Cemetery observed the savage engagement. Presently, a reproduction cannon identifies the location, functioning as a memorial of the conflict's catastrophic cost. Federal General Heintzelman and his officers stand at Arlington House residence of Confederate General Robert E. Lee for 3 decades. Forsaken by Lee for Richmond, the property continues as a major Civil War monument currently. Confederate officer Henry Wirz, notorious for his position at Andersonville Prison, was executed near the U.S. Capitol in 1865. The location is currently a bustling contemporary area, a sharp contrast to its dark past during the conflict's conclusion. Ford's Theater, where Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth in 1865, continues as a place of national remembrance. The presidential box, captured in photographs following the murder, is maintained as a historical display currently. This photograph displays a fire-damaged structure in Richmond's burned sector, formerly destroyed by combat. Currently, the district is revitalized with contemporary buildings such as the Berkeley Hotel emerging from the ruins. This image depicts Fort Sumter following its seizure by Confederate troops in April 1861, signaling the Civil War's commencement. Presently a museum, the fortress provides guests insight into the conflict's initial battles. Close to Burnside Bridge Union burial sites honor troops who died in the Battle of Antietam on September 17, 1862. Alexander Gardner's image documents the grim setting from the most fatal single day in American military record. This chilling photograph of a Confederate fighter fallen beside his weapon in Gettysburg's slaughter pen records the savage combat at the foot of Little Round Top. The zone stays a somber memorial of the engagement's ferocity. The David and Martha Miller farmhouse witnessed intense combat during the Battle of Antietam. Despite the turmoil, the structure remained undamaged. This 1862 image displays Miller family members near their historical dwelling, which endures today. The Codori farm experienced fierce combat during Pickett's charge at Gettysburg. General Pickett possibly watched the ultimate attack from this position. The farm remains standing, although the orchard that viewed the charge has disappeared. Fort Carroll, together with Fort Greble, shielded Washington, D.C. throughout the Civil War, guarding the Potomac. And important routes, these fortifications served an essential function in protecting the nation's capital from Confederate assaults. Waged from July 1st through 3rd, 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg represented a decisive moment in the Civil War. The Union success stopped Lee's advance into the North. Currently, the battleground is maintained as a national park. Called Bloody Lane, the lowered roadway at Antietam experienced terrible combat. Confederate troops fortified here were overpowered by Union soldiers, transforming the pathway into a setting of destruction and death. Hagerstown Pike, a significant center at the Battle of Antietam, witnessed severe combat during the deadliest single day in American history. Union and Confederate armies battled violently near this historical Maryland thoroughfare. In May 1863, General Robert E. Lee's inferior numbers defeated Union General Hooker at Chancellorsville. However, this success cost the Confederacy its finest general, Stonewall Jackson, who was fatally struck. Matthew Brady's 1863 photograph displays Union defensive works on Culp's Hill at Gettysburg. The elevation's protections assisted in achieving a critical Union triumph. Currently, the location is maintained inside Gettysburg National Military Park. Timothy O'Sullivan's image depicts Union troops positioned near burial sites of their companions following the Battle of Cedar Mountain on August 9, 1862. This Confederate success left numerous quickly interred throughout the Virginia battleground. A Confederate survivor reflects on the 50th commemoration of Gettysburg in 1913, resting beside the 71st Pennsylvania's monument. The unaltered terrain evokes the engagement's terrors for those who came back. Union General Burnside commanded an unsuccessful attack at Fredericksburg in 1864. Producing almost 18,000 losses, a cannon at Fredericksburg National Cemetery presently designates this battleground where troops perished futilely. Robert E. Lee established his command post at the residence of 70-year-old widow Mary Thompson throughout the Battle of Gettysburg. The stone dwelling on Seminary Ridge continues as an important historical location, accessible to guests currently. Union troops searched for shelter in Catherine Shedd's dwelling on July 1, 1863. As the defenses crumbled at Gettysburg, this historical residence on Chambersburg Pike remains standing, presently maintaining its function in one of the conflict's most crucial engagements. Constructed 10 years prior to the Battle of Gettysburg, Evergreen Cemetery observed the savage engagement. Presently, a reproduction cannon identifies the location, functioning as a memorial of the conflict's catastrophic cost. Union troops protected Little Round Top at Gettysburg during intense combat. Colonel Strong Vincent, fatally injured, notably ordered "Hold your ground." The Union triumph here proved essential, and presently it's a celebrated battlefield location. Union General George Thomas occupied the Snodgrass residence throughout the violent Battle of Chickamauga. With 34,000 losses, it's recalled as among the Civil War's most fatal engagements. Currently, a cannon identifies the location. James Gibson captured Middle Bridge at Antietam in 1862. Union forces traversed here under enemy fire, making it among the engagement's most critical and disputed crossings. In 1927, veterans unveiled the Battle of Nashville Monument. It honored the conclusive 1864 Union triumph that destroyed the Confederate Army of Tennessee. Trossel Farm, captured with fallen artillery horses of Bigelow's battery in 1863, is currently identified by a monument maintaining the remembrance of Gettysburg's slaughter.